And we're live. Supposedly we're live. I'd imagine so. Let's see who we got up in here.
Come on down. You're the next contestant.
Now accepting anybody,
get in
everybody.
This stream. Let's go.
It's been a minute since I streamed too. Well, since
what
the 12
are you
hours.
talking about? Oh, I was like a minute since me. I'm like, you literally stream every single day. You're an animal.
That 12 hours counted for the rest of my whole entire year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that like your that's you sound like my sister talking about a cheesesteak. She's like, I'll have one all summer. That
12 packs
one
later.
That counts for the whole year. No, she's good about it. She's like, I eat great. I don't eat, and then it's at one time, and it's like, I'm gonna eat a cheesesteak. She'll get a fucking 1 footer.
I do be devouring Hot Pockets though. That's my specialty.
I've been very good about eating recently, ever since I had some health problems, and I kind of got a little bit of a life coach in the Titanx ecosystem helped me out. And I'm gonna be totally honest, he's gonna hate me so much for this. I started cracking these bitches again the last couple days.
I can't do Red Bulls, man. I just can't.
I need some caffeine, brother. I'm dying this last couple weeks here.
I just had my pre-workout not too long ago. Man, I was kicking it in at the gym.
What would happen if you take a fucking Red Bull? Just fucking be in the bathroom.
I get jittery.
For 2 hours.
Like I can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I start shaking, and I can't deal with that.
The officer's like, "Is he on drugs?" You're like, "It's a Red Bull."
Yeah, literally, it's a Red Bull.
He's not used to it.
All right, let's see. We got Henny. We got 2 more. We got Ryan. We got a few people coming up in here already.
So talk to me about that 12-hour stream. What was that like? What was that like on your end? Now that you've had time to wind down and reflect on it.
Did I what? Say that again.
What are your thoughts on the 12-hour stream? Now that you're on the other hump of it, you've had time to reflect.
Honestly, I think I would do it again. Yeah, that shit was a lot of fun.
This guy just told me off stream. He's like, I'm done. That's gonna hold me over for the whole.
You don't got no proof.
He's like, let's go. Not even 3 minutes on stream. He's already answered. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna do this.
No, yeah, I think honestly, yeah, I think I would do it again, yo. Probably, I would actually do it again just once newer projects come out, like the hidden ones that nobody knows about, and Ouroboros. Which one else?
There's Lotus coming out. Volt's coming out. Volt is first, I think, and then possibly Lotus. Ouroboros. Farms is in there somewhere.
Bunch of other ones, yo.
I think I just heard. I don't want to say names because there's so many projects popping up that one may not necessarily, adhere to the build on Titanx ethos. So I don't want to necessarily give it a.
Yeah, that's what like whenever
I'm I saw the Tink and I thought that was the for some reason I thought it was
Titans. Did you see the string with the Titan Farms one?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Go watch it, yo, with Eric and Crypto GFX GFX or something like that. I can never remember that part.
Dude, I'm so bad at it. Do you know how long I read your name? Like, this is like a year ago. And I always thought it was just Crypto Audio King. And then one time I read it, I was like, "Is it Audi? Crypto Audi?"
Yeah, it's Audi. Yeah.
Did I say audio? I'm pretty sure I said Audio King.
Somebody was making like quote unquote fan art. I don't really consider it fan art, but somebody made it where it was like a AI generated one, and in the bottom it was supposed to say Crypto Audio King, but it said Audio King as well. So you're not the only one.
That might have been me.
Wait, was it? I think so.
No.
Oh. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm giving that guy an out to just slide it into my mistake. Yeah, Lotus is coming out soon. I'm stoked about Lotus.
I feel like once like 4 new ones launch, I feel like I wouldn't mind doing Another really good stream.
For sure. I mean, right there on the list, I can't wait for Pulsar. Those guys are like radio silent over there, which just makes me more and more and more intrigued. Because I saw what
Yeah,
they did with
I
the gift
haven't
tech
heard anything.
when Pulse Chain was popping, and that was some wild shit to watch. So if they pull anything like that on Titanx and
Mhm.
Pulsar, it's gonna be sick. I can't wait. And then Titan Farms, I'm really, really waiting on.
Yep. On the live stream with Eric and them, with Crypto GF something something X. I keep forgetting his thing. He talked. I was listening in and out, but it was really really cool. Like it'll be able to accept farms of like multiple ERC20 tokens. Not just us. It's like
Okay.
really well
Okay.
diversified from what I understood.
That's a good way to bring many more people into the ecosystem.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then
that would be
Ouroboros
legit.
is bringing in that good lending type of platform. It's looking
I've
sick.
never, I've never, I'm super excited for them, and I've looked at it, and I'm like, and I kind of get it, but I've never actually interacted with any of those platforms on like Pulse Chain. I didn't do any of that stuff, so I don't really know what strategy I'm supposed to make
Yeah,
for that type
it's
of stuff.
plus whenever I'm seeing pictures of this and all that, this looks so complex, bro. Like, where
But
the
that's what makes
heck?
me want to get into it too. Where I'm
Yeah, that's
like
true.
if I don't understand something, I'm like, wait, okay, am I just dumb or is this super complex? Like, what's the deal here?
I
Usually it's that
just
I'm dumb.
realized, is this gonna be the first Titanx with referrals? I never noticed that.
How does
No
that work?
DApp on
Like you get a
Titanx has
bonus.
referrals, except this one. That's the only thing I'm looking at.
Mike Dean's got referrals.
Oh yeah, Mike Dean, man. Heck yeah.
That's your time to plug it.
Yes, sir. Make sure you guys use the 10% link down below. You would know. Save 10%. Hey yo, what up, Crypto Audit King? Hello, hello. Oh, it's Velasquez. I could have sworn you had a different profile pic. Hmm. He was actually one of the winners, I think, if I remember correctly. Bro, can you believe I'm not gonna say we gave out, oh shoot, I need to remember how much it was. It was like $800 or something like that of just prizes, just giveaways.
On
I
your
got
12-hour
it.
stream.
Yeah, from the 12-hour stream and all that stuff. Insane.
You realize that I hopped in 2 different times on that stream. Once for I think almost 2 hours, and
Yeah.
then another time for like an hour, and
Yep.
that barely encompassed 25% of your fucking stream, bro.
Not even 25%. Yeah, like yeah,
Like
15, 20.
even like, bro, that was
Your X account has different
ridiculous,
picture.
dude.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah, that's probably what
I
I'm
came back
thinking.
on 5 hours later. It was like a whole nother day. You're just still streaming.
Yep, literally.
It literally felt like a whole another day by the time I got back on with you.
It was still
So
so
much
much
had
fun,
happened.
man.
5
Literally.
hours is a whole work day practically.
Yeah.
Like,
Whenever I first did the Legend X token giveaway, at that time it was worth whenever I did the first Legend X giveaway, it was worth $300. Uh at the high, it would I think it's like $900 or something like that. That first giveaway, which is insane.
nice.
And then the I did the giveaway and I tagged the person on Twitter for the giveaway to make sure it's public, make sure everybody knows that I'm not keeping the funds because you know how freaking some people are. And so I
Right.
tagged the giveaway, the winner. And next thing you know, I had 20 DMs, bro, of the same profile picture and the username. All they did was like add like an X at the end, or they changed the
Oh,
number of one digit.
oh,
And then they were going up on my Telegram saying, "Hey, bro, this is me. I won. Instead, can you just send it to this address that I sent to you on Telegram?" And I was like, "Bro, get the heck out of here! Come on, man. That thing gets annoying so hard."
that's rough. How do you
So
because I
now,
thought about that too, because I held one where I gave 88 million Titanx to one of the paid subscribers on my X page.
mhm,
And I thought about that because I was like, hey, I'll let you, I'll DM you and I'll get you, your address, or go ahead and DM me or whatever. Yeah, how do you get around that? Because if I tell him I'm going to DM him, he's going to get the opposite, where he gets 50 people pretending to be me.
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly
Like,
it, man. So what I did is this on the 12-hour stream, the giveaway winners, What I did is just I
What's up, Bob?
contacted each of them individually, and I was like, "Yo, you won. What's your address?" And I think I was so busy that day, I didn't send their funds until like late that Saturday. I think it was late Saturday,
Yeah.
early, like 2 a.m. Sunday morning. And I started giving out all the funds and whatnot. And I was like, look, if you want to tweet out and tag me that you received the funds and show proof, that's up to you. If you want to remain anonymous, that's totally up to you. So I think only like 3 or 4 people did show proof that I sent them and everything, which is understandable. Yo, it's kind of,
Yeah, that's what
sometimes it just gets too dumb.
So basically, the safest workaround on that is to just not hold, which I didn't do it myself because I kind of ran in that same idea, but you don't hold the giveaway live. And then your extra added was you basically tell them right beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a better move.
And
I think I did that for one of them, but I didn't do it for this one.
And then for the hats, the giveaways for the hats, I chose the 3 winners and I let Marco know. And I told him, I was like, look, these are the 3 winners. I'm going to give each of them a secret phrase so you will know it's them, the official ones that I chose. And they will tell you what the phrase is. And that's how you'll know it's officially their winner. So I sent each of them the passphrase, I guess you would call it, their own secret phrase.
There you go.
They went up to him, and that's how, he was good to go, that it was safe to send the hats.
That's a slick idea. That's a really slick idea.
1,000 IQ.
Nice job, sir. Very nice.
Appreciate it. Question from Ryan. Actually, he's one of my members. He recently joined not too long ago. Appreciate it, by the way. Question: is there a tracker for how much Titanx a personal account burned? Is there? Do you know of any? Per account.
You mean like into a protocol, like you got into Helios and you did the extra burner kicker? Is that what we're talking about? That's a good
And like
question.
Dragon Eggs, like you burned your tokens like per account.
I believe you can track how much you burned on your wallet on the Titanx page. Maybe. Hang on.
Ted actually answered that. It's available as a contract call in the Titanx contract, if that's what you mean. See, that's too much coding and stuff. I'm not that smart.
It's a contract call.
Yeah.
I actually found out a little bit how to work with that thanks to Gift Tech, because they didn't have their UI up. And so one of the devs of the team showed you how to do basically like I guess we're basically doing the buy and burns and moving from one contract to the other. And so you like write this in one contract and then you send it and it connects to your wallet and you do it. And then you connect to the other contract and you do it. And it was kind of wild, but I learned how to do it a little bit. So I guess I could probably look at the Titanx contract and see it.
I used to mess around a lot with the smart contract back in the NFT days. Whenever you would try to mint something and they would sell out like instantly, you could go into the smart contract and deploy it that way and mint it. But Ouroboros does look nice, though. I'm looking forward for this one. Complex as hell, but I'll take it.
But yeah, same. I'm looking forward to that. But I mean, I need to figure out how to do I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch a bunch of YouTube videos, but I need to figure out what strategy I need to do, because I know there's a lot of different ways you can play those lending protocols to really bump up your bags, and I just don't know the way. So I'll definitely look into that. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Titan Farms.
Bunch of their projects already ready. Volt is already going to launch in 2 days.
Yep, Volt's launching. And then I think either Lotus or Farms is going to launch next. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I think Farms is going to launch next. And then Lotus launches at the end of October.
Yeah, they said October 30th?
28th.
28th, yeah, something like
is
that.
What he said today.
Yeah.
He said as long as everything goes the 28th. So, but you don't know if, a week from now, someone pops up and is like, hey, we're done. Here's the white paper. We're going to launch in 2 weeks. And then they slide in right before Lotus. You never know.
True.
Would be interesting to find out. I think we're going to find out about another protocol today. But I don't. Again, I don't want to talk about it because I don't know
Bro,
anything
that's
about it
that's
yet.
what I was
And
telling
so,
everybody not too long ago on another one of my YouTube videos. I told him, I was like, matter of fact, I think I may have accidentally said one. I can't remember, and I had to edit it out. Like whenever you're making a whole YouTube video and everything, you tend to accidentally say some stuff, and
oh yeah,
you're like, wait, shoot, I can't say that. I gotta re-edit this out, cut it out, and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's exciting though.
was it Alien X? Because they've already said that half a dozen times now.
That was it. This was a while ago. I was like, I can't say
Yeah,
anything.
I know just the smallest amounts of the Alien X, but I'm basically everybody's like, look, I can't tell you. It's coming out soon. You'll hear about it then. But I heard about a different one that's maybe the team is being doxxed possibly today. But here's my thing is like we're rapidly approaching this point where this system is getting so big and the volume's getting so big and the market cap is
Mhm.
getting so big that it's going to
Massive.
attract people from outside our ecosystem that aren't necessarily in line with our ethos. And so
You
there
know,
might be projects that pop up that are just straight vampire attack extractors. And
what I
go,
think?
go for it.
I think, let me show you. This is gonna be dumb, and I think you're gonna agree with me. But I feel like more influencers and bigger influencers will probably start popping up because of this.
Quite possibly.
That referral, some influencers just want that. Just the referral count. And from my understanding, no Titanx protocols have referrals. They don't have anything like a reward system. We don't get paid to make these videos. We don't get no cut of anything. Like, yes, we could know of a future project, but the name is about it that we know, at least for me. I'm pretty sure that's all you know too, name wise, maybe one or two details, but it's not like we're going to get an allocation from it or get secret
Absolutely not.
access, nothing like that. But we just want to be respectful, and if they don't want to announce the project name or anything, we don't let them know. We don't let anybody know. So just being respectful and watch. I'm pretty sure at least one new streamer or YouTube content creator with decent following, all that, will pop up and be like, "Oh, hey, look, I've been in Titanx since day one. Ta-da, surprise!" And then
Yeah, right. Yeah.
the referrals will
Oh
be
well.
right there. So that's my
It
prediction. Just saying.
is what it is. Hopefully it's a
Yep.
big influencer and they'll bring a ton of people in. But my thing is like I'm sure I'm the same as you where you get DMs and they're like, "Hey, talk about this project. It's gonna be big." And
Oh,
you're like, "Okay,
bro.
cool, man. I
Yes.
don't know who you are. I've never interacted with you, not even on a post.
Yep.
I'm not talking about whatever the fuck you want me to talk about because I don't know anything. I don't know who you are. I don't know about." And so like there's one coming out today that I think it possibly is going to be on Bill Onside next, but I don't know. So I'm not
Mhm.
saying shit until I
Yep.
know.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of them on my DMs. It's a little annoying, but it is what it
do you
is.
get any? I don't get them anymore, but in the very beginning, I got lots of,
Yeah.
hey,
I
can
had
I
dozens.
send you this token? And you talk about it.
Yep. A bunch of them.
Yeah. Every single one of them didn't end up building. Actually, I think a couple did, and they were rugs that nobody got. Most people didn't get into, thank God.
Mhm.
But
It's
yeah,
crazy, man. I'm just glad Mike Dean stepped in and he made that website, because imagine where we would be at if it wasn't for that. Think about that. Where would we actually rely to if it wasn't for Mike Dean's website?
well, I don't know what we'd be relying on, but I tell you what we would be like. We would be like chains that have lots and lots of rugs and value extractions going.
Mhm. It would be so unorganized. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's. I still can't wrap my head around how much is going to be here by the end of January, and I'm factoring in a sort of buffer of how many I'm figuring I probably don't even know about yet. So, I mean, like I think we're going to be probably close to 40, projects
Yeah,
by
my prediction. Give
January.
or
Like
take
this
40 or
is
50.
40 or 50. Yeah, man, this is going to be nuts. What was it going to be next year? Are we just going to be like, our own decks? and we have, you know, literally 80 projects on this thing a year into it, 2 years into it. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a very interesting times, man, especially with what's coming out in the near future, literally in the next few months. You know what? I uploaded my video today on YouTube, right? I was brainstorming and thinking and thinking. I'm glad we're dropping.
There's always somebody that says that shit. I
I'm
love it.
happy. Like I as soon as we crossed this weekly, you know, super bullish, I was like, please drop, please drop. I was praying for this right here. I was even saying if we could see like what was it, six
You're
five
on Mike Dune.
eight,
Mike Dean's Dune.
Mike Dune. I was saying like, yo, we need to see. Oh, I need to show this. If we need to see 6.5 to 6.8, and I'll be super happy. Next thing you know, I wake up early this morning. It was like 6.1. It was like 6.2, and I was like, I gotta buy some right now. I got myself a good handful again, and you know what's crazy? I traded. I did some really good trades a while ago. I told you the Inferno plays and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
did
called
that.
it. You called the Inferno drawback.
Yep. Free money on that end too. Now I'm going to start. Titanx dropping right now made Hydra pretty cheap to mine, actually. Let's see. I'm going to pull up some Hydra.
Did you notice that the Dragon X ratio stayed almost exactly the same during the drop?
Really?
Yeah, it maintained its ratio between 19 and 20 like the entire time.
What? I did not know that. I didn't pay attention. See, there's so much going on and so much stuff that you can't keep up with everything, bro. Now imagine the beginning of next year, the end of this year, whatever. It's gonna be a lot to keep up with.
That's the thing. Like you know, I remember early on when people were like, "Oh, well, you know, Helios isn't going to be enough. Well, Blaze isn't going to be enough." I'm like, yeah, individually, not one protocol will be enough. But as you keep stacking these things up and we keep burning more and more, it adds up over time.
Yeah.
And especially when you have a capped protocol or a highly deflationary protocol, it's going to add up fast. Like I'm looking at right now. Where's the? That's not the stat I want to look at. That's the stat I want. Go to Flux on their stats page on their app, and you'll see that we're on day 4, and they've already sent $29,000 to Dragon X.
Dang.
Sent $14,000 to Helios. Like, and people look at that and be like 29,000, 14,000. That's not cutting it. Yeah, but stack that up week in and week out, and at the end of the year, there's another protocol that's burned off $1 million worth of something, you know, or sent another $1 million into Dragon X. Those aren't small. We're on day 4. Like it's small percentages, but over time, as this volume just keeps going up and up, and as the mining keeps going on and on and on, it's gonna stack up. So I'm super bullish on this whole fucking ecosystem. You know, you think about Element 280 is going to be buying and making LP pairs. Volt is going to be buying and making LP pairs. Awesome X is going to be doing one with Dragon X. Like there's so much individual buying of all of these protocols. It's going to stack up. I want to know in December how much Titanx has been sent to that Dragon X protocol. If you go to the stats page. Yeah.
On the Dragon X?
Go down, Titanx sent to Dragon X. It's at 29,000 on the stats page. You're just on the stats page.
Oh, on that one. Yeah. That's going to be easy 6 figures in no time.
Oh, that's going to be 6 figures. Gosh. By the end, by the end of next month.
Give or take. Yeah, I was going to say about 2 months, but yeah, sounds about right.
We're at 30,000 in 4 days. How long will it take to get 100,000? A week or 2, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe a couple extra as you get the initial adoption into a protocol, and then it sort of drops off a little bit. People kind of try and figure out where the plays are, then they dive back in. So it may take a couple weeks to get 100,000, but either way, that's 100,000 Titanx that wasn't sent into Dragon X the week before. The month before.
That's true. 200K on the 8-day payout too. Not bad.
The 8-day payout, that was kind of a genius move on them, where I don't know if you caught that. What they did was the whole first day, all the payouts funneled into the 8-day. So on day 1, all the mining, nothing went in 28-day. Nothing went into 88 day. Nothing went into 7. From then on, yes. But on day one, it all funneled into the 8 day. So for week one, you're sitting here at, and that should be over 200,000.
I thought it was just a UI glitch or something. That's what happened. I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the same thing. And I don't go glitch in my head. I always go, like, if I'm ever missing something, I'm like, somebody stole it. I don't know if y'all saw that. I just dropped a pen live on stream. Like if I'm missing something, I'm like, all right, who stole it? And it's always I misplaced it. Well, if I see something go wrong on an app, I'm like, oh God, it's not working. It's broken. And then I hit refresh and I'm like, oh, there it is. There you go. Yep, just refresh. My bad. Yeah. So that you got a massive 8 day payout. We're only on day 4.
Dang, that's actually genius.
Hopefully they'll get that up to $250,000 by the end of the first week. That'd be legit.
Have you gone in?
I have. I definitely have. I did a little bit of market buying, and then I did a day 1 auction, and I'm gonna do another auction here before day 8.
Okay. I was planning to get mine in last night, but Gwei was high, yo. I think it might still be a little high.
I think we have ended the low Gwei period era.
I am pretty sure, and I'm confidently saying that's a sign that we're
entering the bull market.
Market.
Yeah, right now it's 27.3 for the average. Bro, I didn't see it once under 10 on the weekend. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I have claims, bro.
Saturday.
I got some stuff to claim.
Shout out to Jake for the Titanx miners, because those do not cost a lot to claim, even
I know,
in
right?
higher Gwei moments. I would much rather trade the Titanx claim Gwei for another Gwei.
My goodness. Yeah, I have one on this wallet. How much is it to claim? 80% ROI on this little dummy wallet. $7. Dang. I might wait a little longer.
It's funny what we say no to now, and knowing in 6 months we're going to be paying $100 for a swap and be like, do it. Give me my money.
Exactly. And that's what some people were telling me. And that's what some people were telling me about on the YouTube comment sections. I'm going to switch wallet. This is my, I don't even, second or third dummy wallet, whatever it is, that I do these type of strategies. Staking wallet. I have these, bro. And they're like, why are you doing that? Staking, claiming is going to be really expensive. But I don't see it. Like, maybe the gas may be a little.
It's not. It is not expensive to claim.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that expensive to claim.
But not only that, but I'm not looking at the value of this right now. Like 10 million in 2026. Like, bro, that's definitely going to be more than $6.
Yeah. And let me just bring this up on when people are like, why are you staking? Let me see if I can bring my Mike Dean Titanx Hub portfolio up. Use his code, get 10% off.
Use it. Yeah, 350. I remember that.
I have now. I know this is going to change because I know Dragon X is going to stake more Titanx before day 369. But, bro, my big stake, that's, max staked, and then I threw a bunch of Titanx miners that came due in the last couple months. I threw them almost all into short-term staking, medium-term staking. As of right now, saying I got a $5,600 staking payout coming on day 369. That's not something to sneeze at.
Man.
Sneeze at? Who says that? Oh, my Lord. But yeah, so, I mean, why are you doing it? Well, that's why. Because Dragon X didn't kill staking. It reduced it for the sake of saving the protocol. And it did its job. If you ask me, it's the single most important protocol that's been released so far.
Yep.
And that 5,600, even if you chop that in half, that puts me over ROI on my big stake that I did way back when, which means anything else from then on is free money if mining picks back up. and those
It
payouts
will.
start to fill back up, I get staking payouts again, and it's all free because I've ROI'd. Or maybe in 3 months, I burn it all for X28 and pick up some value on doing that free because I've already ROI'd. So staking is not like, people gotta understand that this, like, part of game theory is that the entire thing is a moving field. Every part is moving, and that changes the outcomes on every single thing you play. So just because it sucks 1 minute doesn't mean it's going to suck 8 months later. And staking in Titanx got a bad rap. And like 3-4 months ago, I was like, well, I have 10 billion Titanx. What if I stake it till past day 369? It was like $1,000 or something. I was like, I'll take $1,000. Yeah, 100%. Give me $1,000 in ETH. And then what if ETH triples and it's $3,000? Yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Exactly. Which it will. I'm pretty sure it will.
I'm not worried about it. Maybe it doesn't do it this cycle. It'll do it next.
I'm pretty sure the mining will pick up too. Like, I think it should be. I think it will be more than what we went through too. Just is going to be harder to mine. You're going to require more funds. You're going to pay more because Ethereum will probably be more expensive by then as well. I feel like it's going to be a really beautiful time.
Yeah, I think that means it'll be much more sustainable because long terms open up first. The first miner that opens up profitable is not a 1-day miner. It's a 280.
Yeah.
We'll be getting up there where it's like, what's a 280? It's at negative 10%. It's at negative 9%. It's at negative. Now it's at a 1% positive on a 280-day miner. And then as you keep creeping up, you're like, oh, now a 260-day miner is now positive 1%. So it'll be much more sustainable. But when mining does become profitable again, watch the fuck out. That's
yep.
Awesome.
Damn right. I'm stoked.
And then I can't wait to see what X28 does when we do that down the line.
I'm gonna be curious, to see how much is going to be taken out, because I know a lot of people, one, were like me and accidentally did 3,500, by accident, and then others just are impatient, and then there's weak hands, and
so there's a percentage right there, right? So we'll call that at least 10-20%.
I want to say 30%.
I think it'll be more because people don't have that long-term. Most people, the overall majority, don't have that long-term mindset and the foresight to do something at that long-term timescale. So after day 369, miners aren't going to be miners won't be profitable just yet. And so after 369, people are going to see, like, I have nothing until 8, what is it, 888? Is that the fourth one? Or is 369 the fourth one? Am I
the
Titanx pools? Yeah.
The 888.
888, right? So after day 369, miners won't be profitable. So they're going to be sitting there looking at the payouts going, I'm still getting nothing on my 8-day. I'm not getting anything on the 28-day. I'm not getting anything on the next 90-day. And I'm not getting anything on the next 369. So I got to wait until 888 until I get my next payout. Now, that's not going to be true because miners, if they become profitable again, they will start filling those up. And then all of a sudden, right in the middle there's going to be a juicy 90-day payout, as everything starts, filling back up again. But when 369 comes out, a lot of people won't see that. And a lot of people don't believe in something until they see it happening. Like, they got to have evidence and then they believe it. So they can't see that math and necessarily believe it. So when people take their their quote unquote last payout on day 369, and they have to, in their head, wait till day 888 to make any more staking payouts, and I'm going to make $500 to burn it for X28, let's fucking go. People are going to do it 100%. So I'm super, super stoked for that.
I agree. You got a big point right there. Getting some nice little payouts on the 8 days, let alone a 90-day or another 369, that'd be great.
And imagine what those payouts will be if 30% of these people chuck their stakes.
Right. And Ethereum goes up.
There's so many angles to many facets of the system.
Yeah. A lot of scenarios that can happen.
Hey, Shrey, Ninja Magoo, shout out. We just ignored the chat for a little bit. Sorry.
Oh, 30. What you guys think about
Go on.
Hydra to Dragon ratio? Could Balloon 2.51 similar to Hyper?
Not in the short term, but I think eventually that you
Yeah,
could
not on
see
the
very
short
similar
term.
dynamics. I think Hydra and Hyper might be very similar dynamics.
There's a lot of tokens that will be coming out. What is it, December 9th, 15th? I forgot what day it is for Hydra. That 88 day.
Yeah, the 88 day.
Pew.
Yeah, but Hydra is stacking up buy and burns and vortex.
Oh, I need
power.
to see that number. Okay, so 6 mil on buy dragon balance. 6 mil. What about the vortex? Another 90-50.
Yeah, you got $1 million in the vortex. We're 8 days into it. There's almost $1 million in the vortex on Hydra. 8 days in. There's 6 million in the buy-in in the Dragon X in the buy Dragon X pool. Bro. 8 days in. 8 days in. As people forget that Hyper refilled pools and Hyper kept it going. All those buy and burns would have emptied. And in fact, Hyper buy and burns even did empty. And then they started filling back up.
I want to check that one out too. 4.1 mil. Dang. That's nice. With another 722. That's insane. I haven't checked these numbers in a minute.
Bring it up so people can see it because you're still on Hydra.
Am I? No,
Yeah.
That's Hyper.
There you go. Now you're on Hyper.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see these numbers here. Well, I have. It's been a minute. Dang.
And so the Hyper Vortex was just used, I believe, the other day. And now it's starting to fill back up. You already got $29,000 in it. Yeah, that's 4.7, almost $4.8 million right there.
Yep.
That is 4.8. I can do math. Or no, 4.8.
This is even what is this? This should be up to date with the token price of Titanx of ETH, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is,
for the most part.
Yeah, because earlier on, once I was like, Jake, why did the buy and burn go down? And he's like, because ETH went down. And I was like, oh.
It's kind of like, oh, it went up $15. Oh, bull run.
Yeah, it was like the very first time we cracked like 10 million or something in one of the buy and burns, and the next time I checked, it was down, and I was like, "Why the fuck does that work? We haven't even burned any yet." And yeah, and he's like, "ETH went down," and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." Sorry, I can't imagine how many stupid questions they get. I get questions like, "Bro, what do I need to get in to make $1 million real quick?"
Yeah, literally.
Bro, if I knew that, I'd be running it for sure.
Yep. They're like, hey, man, I have $100. Where do I invest it to become a millionaire? I'm like, dang, boy. If I knew, I wouldn't be telling your ass.
If you find out, here's $50. Help me out. So yeah, I'm looking at the Titanx chart today, and you can sort of feel the sentiment by the lack of reposts and the lack of likes on. You're like, all right, we're down a little bit today, not getting a lot of reposts, not getting a lot of likes. That's fine. I can feel it. You look at, we were above 6 zeros and an 8, and now we're at 6 zeros and a 6.2, and you're like, bro, we're 2.6x up just from day 281. Like,
that's a good way to put it.
You just got to zoom out. When you have a bad day, get out of your 1 second, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour chart. Go to 4 days, go to 1 day, or go to 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week, and you'll see where you are. Because if you go to Titanx,
I love zooming all the way out, yo. I don't know why, but zooming all the way out, this isn't that bad. Like, from this area, we're not too far out.
You just go back to 281 as far back as you need to go to look at every single protocol and be like, we're doing fine. Today's drawback is just a normal, healthy drawback. You cannot go to the moon without having drawbacks. And if you
Yeah.
do try and attempt that, you will crash to the earth so
Yep.
fucking hard.
Mm-hmm. And booty cheeks
I
first.
have watched it. I have watched it myself. I watched something do a 3000x before anyone tried to pull. And when they pulled, oh, the crater it made when it impacted.
Mm-hmm.
Good
And like I was
Lord.
saying in the beginning of the stream, like I'm glad it's dropping, yo, because if we see Titanx drop throughout this little bump, I'm not saying it's a big bump, it's a small bump compared to what we've been seeing in the past. This right here is nothing to where what we've been getting daily, right? So seeing price of Titanx dropping here is good for here. Simply because if Titanx was to go up on these days, whenever Titanx is getting, daily 1.1, 500 billion, stuff like that, if the price was to be going up here, it's pricing in this. We don't want that yet. We don't want that. No, we need it to drop so that we can burn as much as it can and get rid of that supply so that we can go even higher towards over here.
Yeah, you remember those days when we were like, bro, this buy and burn is eating it all up.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. I'll be honest with you. Like, I feel like we're in that period right now where we all expected was going to happen, but right after 281, because all that supply came out. Well, there's only so long that some Jeters can sit on a 2x or a 3x. And, now here they are, almost a solid month, almost 2 months out of 281. And some people are like, I'm going to take my $5,000 and I'm going to run. Okay.
Yeah, no, right.
We had lots of supply come out. That's totally fine. Some people are going to take their X's and be super happy. That's fine. But for most of us, it's like, imagine selling here with what's coming.
They're going to regret
it. Hyper-deflation doesn't even touch how hard it's going to be to make Titanx and to get Titanx.
Talking about the hyper-deflation, that tweet from Jake, November 28th, he said it was right here. He said that was the day that is going to be the hyper-deflationary.
I would not fade Jake. That's a lot of money missed out on fading Jake the last.
Last
3 or 4 months. That's like shorting Tesla stock, being like, that's coming down.
Yep.
That's one strategy, Cotton.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to these days right here, yo. From November 13th forward, we can call it like that. These days right here.
Let me follow along with you on my screen.
Come on through. The water's cold.
You're not in the Gulf of Mexico because the water is very nice down there.
Yeah, I heard actually.
Don't go in the summer though, because there's something bizarre about being in 105 degrees in 88-degree water.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
something be grabbing your toes, Mo?
No, it's just like you're like, I'm hot and I'm in hot water. Why is this happening?
I could not deal with that. Nope.
Then there's like the bizarre human psychology of it's 105 in the daytime, it's 99 at night, and suddenly now this feels nice. You're like, I'm in a jacuzzi, it's nighttime. It's totally fine. It's still hot outside, but suddenly it's dark, so you don't feel as hot. It's like what does 50 degrees feel like when the sun's on you? What does 50 degrees feel like when it's nighttime? You're always colder at that 50 when it's night. It's something psychological about it.
Right? It's kind of crazy.
So same with the Gulf of Mexico.
If, Jake is going to change that buy and burn though for Titanx. What's it called? How much is going to be activating on Titanx? Is he going to
amount?
Does he plan to change that?
Do you want to go up or you want to go down?
That's the thing, yo. I wouldn't mind it going up, but not right now. Like, I wish he could have bumped it up to max, if whatever max is, whenever we were at 1719. The amount of
Here's
tokens it would have burnt.
yeah. Well, that's turning it up before 281 would have just left the rest of the community in the dust, and all of it would have been extracted out. I think if you turn up that buy and burn while you have any significant amount of miners coming out, the very next miner just snags it all. Like literally.
That's true.
So that I think my argument always on like not always, but I think my new position on like he needs to make a god candle and just turn the buy and burn to max. Yeah, but if you're not home when that happens, you do not get that god candle, and
That's true.
everybody else extracts all the way out, and then you're playing that musical chairs moment, and you hope that you get
Right?
out. You hope you get out too. So I think in that sense, I hope that we just keep it the way it is, and it just is the slow, methodical, constant buy pressure.
It's been working. I can say that. It's been working good. I'll take
It's
it.
definitely there's definitely the why fix what's not broken argument. Definitely,
Yeah, definitely.
it's gotten us to here. Why would you fuck with that? Especially with what's coming out. We're rapidly approaching the point where who the fuck cares about the Titanx V1 and V2? It's not going to matter.
How much longer is this V2? Do you know?
I don't. Let's just let me pop up. Like I the way I think about it is the way I think about the I don't know if you remember, but the hyper buy and burns dried up, and people are like, "See, told you, that's the end. Hyper buy and burns are done." Well, there's what we just checked it earlier. There's like at least 4 million, 5 million in the hyper buy and burn. There's 1.3 million left in the almost 1.4 million left in the V2, depending on the price of ETH. Eventually that'll go to zero, but like we keep talking about, mining's gonna probably come back. Once long-term miners become profitable again, you have money filling into the V2 buy and burn all over again.
Yep.
So I think it'll be like Hyper. I think the Titanx V2 buy and burn will absolutely go empty. And then all of a sudden, before too long, you're gonna be like, hey, did you live the V2? What? How much is in it? 2.5 million. You're like, what? Yeah. It's gonna go right back. It's like everything. It's gonna be like this. But we're on a hyper deflationary. So I think at one point, something no one's really predicted and talked about is I think we're gonna get really volatile at some point as stuff really gets pulled off the market. And you're going to watch these swings, which are going to make people FOMO in both directions, which are going to make the volatility swing even more. There's going to be some fucking opportunities in this system, bro. You're going to be sitting there being like, bro, I just saw like 2 weeks ago, Flux was just in the bottom. And now it did a 3X in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's going to happen. And we just did it. The entire ecosystem just did that, where everything was in the shitter. And now you look and you're like, I missed a 20X on Hyper. I missed a 20X on fucking Dragon X. I missed a 5X on Titan. Yeah. That's going to be like all it ups and downs. Yeah. A bunch of people made money and they extracted and they're super happy about it. That's fine. We've still made a ton of X's and we have a lot of things coming out.
You got that right.
The math is still the math. Flywheels on flywheels, just fucking wait.
It's coded to do 55,000X, remember?
I mean, one of my favorite parts about the last couple of months is watching people realize that they faded Baby Dragon X and they missed that.
I don't think I've even digged into Baby Dragon X as much.
Oh, bro. Come
really?
Here. Let me bring up my chart. I got a chart for you.
Yeah, I think I've only mentioned maybe Baby Dragon is like once or twice. That's about it. But I don't think I've really digged into it.
Well, you could have 1-for-1 traded Dragon X for Baby Dragon X way in the day.
Right.
And I got a chart that shows Baby Dragon X here from the beginning to now, and I actually got it slightly wrong, so I'm above it, but it easily did 100x from bottom to top.
How much liquidity is in there? Almost
$1 million.
Okay.
On the main
Dang.
pair. On the main pair. I believe he has other pairs. Let me just check. Yep, he's got other
Dang.
pairs. Low liquidity on the other. Well, he's only got one other pair, basically. But I think that's something that he's about to do, is he's making more pairs. And I believe he's going to have an update on Baby Dragon X pretty soon. Whenever anybody goes dark, you're like, they're working on something.
Yep, I learned that part. Whew.
Yeah, look at that chart. That's, I didn't get that right, but that's a 92x right there. And I'm above the bottom. Yeah, people were like, wait, what? I missed 92. Yeah, bro, you missed 92x because you were like, Baby Dragon X, what? Dragon X, what? Yeah. Wait, I missed 100x?
And to be honest with
you missed 100x.
And to be honest with you, I think Legend X may be doing the same thing too. This Legend X looks good. I ain't gonna lie.
Legend X has a neat chart for the very beginning.
Yes, this is very stable. It looks beautiful. And the stuff, do you know what he's coming out with and stuff like that?
I'm getting inundated with my inbox, and I feel like he told me, and I don't remember.
Yeah, he's coming out with some pretty neat stuff, yo. Use cases for the token, burning wise, utility wise. Great stuff. So very undervalued. Not financial advice. Please do your own research. But this is very undervalued. I got a good little stack. I'm getting ready for it. Beautiful little rack. It's gonna be one of them same charts.
That's a good chart right there.
It's beautiful. Like I've already told, I think my Telegram chat, if it breaks 8-1, it's over. This 8-1 areas we really got to keep an eye out on. Oops, wrong one. That right there is literally it's already retested this once, twice, technically trying to do it 3 times. Once it breaks out right here, that 8-1 area, that's what I'm watching right now. Yeah, I'm holding my tokens. I'm not selling my stuff. Oh, hey, your Ouroboros just sent out a tweet about us. They're watching. Close your eyes.
Nice. Nice.
This is cool.
I gotta apologize. I don't know if it's the founder or the lead dev reached out to me and asked me to help test, and I was like, sure, totally gonna do it. And he sent me all the links, and I've never popped in. I'm too overwhelmed with everything. I stretch myself a little too thin sometimes. I apologize.
It's all good.
I'll get better.
Actually, let's look at what he or she, I don't know who's behind the screen, sent out. Look, it's quite a lot of, oh, my bad. It's quite a lot to read. Look at this. Good Lord. Let's see. All right. So 2 interesting statements when they were discussing the protocol, Ouroboros, and USDX. Mo's a little unsure. You're unsure? Come on, man. Don't be unsure.
I haven't worked with the lending platform before.
So,
hey, by the way, do I get a referral? I talked about him. Do we get referrals? Because we talked about him today.
True.
Where's our referral? I'm just kidding. We're not playing that game.
Nah,
that's
not.
Kidding, I'm being a dick. That's
not
getting paid to talk about anything.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
If people offer to pay me, I can guarantee you, I will never talk about him after that. I'm not even posting about you, bro. That is it. You want me to fucking cheat and get all fucking shady?
Oh my god, yeah, that's actually funny. All right, so Mo's a little unsure about how to use these types of protocols, which is a fair comment. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, especially since there's a lot of new people coming into, a lot of newcomers started with Titanx, which is crazy to me. Like, to find a gem so early on is insane. It took me multiple tries and a year or two to be able to find me a good project to invest into. So Titanx is a solid one for newbies coming in through. So pretty soon I'll be putting out a series which outlines all the touch points in the protocol. Their advice for anyone who has never used these types of protocols before is that your first point of entry will be locking Titanx to get ORX. So that's their token. We both already know that. If ORX mints out on day one and you spent that time learning about the protocol features before you participated, then you'll have missed your chance. Dang, minting out everything on day one? Huh. As early adopters, you're betting more on the growth of the network than anything else. ORX is a capped supply token, only 1 billion.
Ooh.
That's what I like. Low cap tokens, like for protocols and stuff like that. 1 billion?
Yeah,
That's
give me a
good.
cap and don't make it a quadrillion.
Yeah, it's right. 13 trillion, 14 trillion. And once it's minted, it's minted.
What are you talking about?
Right? If we saw as much adoption in ORX as we saw in Hydra, now people are comparing their protocols and stuff like that to Hydra. That's what I was telling you about. Like now the expectation since Hydra launched, other protocols have like that.
I don't like that.
Stuff. I know.
I feel like that's a very
Yeah.
quick way to go down to the road of disappointment, to compare
Mhm.
yourself to what is basically a core protocol from the two core developers of the entire ecosystem.
Yep.
Like that's, and I don't even know how it worked. I think Eric created it and Jake helped him with it. I
Something
think
along
is
the
the
lines of
deal.
yeah.
But either way, like that's a protocol between the two top founders in the system that made the two top core coins.
The big
Not
brains.
like, bro, you're gonna have Titanx, Hyper, DragonX, Hydra, and X28, and probably Ouroboros, all in a league of their own. But we'll leave Ouroboros slightly off the side for right now. Like those are the main ecosystem tokens. Probably nothing will surpass those. Ouroboros, though, for what they're gonna be, has a chance to be a giant one. And Titan Farms also is going to be up there in
But
the
I feel like
most
somebody
adoption.
has to put that started out other than like the core protocols and stuff like that. Somebody has to initiate something new, something big, right, for the rest of the guys. And I feel like Ouroboros might actually be the one to start it too.
Yeah, I think that fills that. So I think maybe Ouroboros with all those core protocols, those. So maybe, hey, fair enough. Maybe Ouroboros is right, and they're going to have a very similar adoption. I would hasten a guess and say maybe not in the same time frame.
Right.
You know,
Yes, I agree.
I don't think you might get 10 trillion on your first day.
Eventually.
I think that's a tall order for anybody else to hope for.
Yeah.
I think
And
if you can get somewhere between half trillion and trillion for your first day, that's a solid.
that'd be amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
And again, guys, this is just us brainstorming. We're just putting out our own opinions. Don't get mad if we talk bad about something or say something you don't like.
We're just
It's just
yakking.
our opinion. Yeah, we're just brainstorming, thinking out loud. Literally, that's what we're doing. So don't take anything to heart, okay?
This is a bar top conversation without the beer and the wings.
Yeah, right. Them wings do sound good though.
We'll come back in a week and be like, so I was clearly wrong about that one. Yeah, it can definitely happen. Come back in a week and be like, so that thing I said I was going to do, I totally didn't do it.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah. Forget every stable coin or loan protocol you saw before this. ORX is not going to have the same supply curve. There are going to be tokenomics you have never seen anywhere else before. Hey, this is bold, so you know it means something. This is everyone's chance to take part in a grassroots created yet VC quality project. This could be the last time in crypto that regular people get the chance to fund something like this. The average Joe. It was made possible by the Build on Titanx people. We might never see this climate again. I can agree with that. Is there a referral system? So yes. And that's what, like I told you, man, I'm pretty sure one or two are going to creep out of the cave, out of that little hole and start promoting Titanx and start off with this one. When the Minter countdown and UI is live, you'll be able to
let me
pause
you right there though.
What's up?
if I ever talk about Ouroboros, I have not taken a payment to talk about them, and I have not taken a referral. I will not be taking any payments to talk about anything in Titanx. Should Ouroboros go down that route where they do referrals, that's awesome. I will not be taking any payments from them whatsoever.
Right.
Sorry.
So you're not going to link your referral link down in the description?
Look, I'm helping Mike Dean out, and
Yeah.
the way
Same
that
here.
the way that Mike Dean does it, he'll help you out a little bit too to help him out, and
Yep.
I'm just redirecting it all back in the community. I don't
I
want
feel
to even touch
I
that
feel like
world.
if I feel like I'll end up doing videos and will plug the referral, but the only difference with me is that I'll use that for my giveaways. That's what I think.
And also though, you're not plugging a protocol. You're plugging Mike Dean.
Right.
Like that's so yeah. But no, I won't be. There will not be a Ouroboros referral from me, not a
Hmm.
code. I will talk about them. I will give them a platform. I hope to do lots of streams with them in which they teach me how to use it for sure.
Yep.
But I will not ever be getting paid to talk about anything on Titanx ever.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah,
End
good
of
to know. Good
stop.
to know.
My personal thing.
For my own personal thing, I like to do a lot of giveaways and give back to the community. So if I can get, 10% of ORX and do like weekly ORX giveaways
For
from what I
sure.
get, that'd be amazing because that will bump up my analytics on Twitter, of course, more engagement on YouTube, more following because they know they're going to get something back. So that's just, of course, you got your own
No,
point of view. I
100%.
got my own point of view. We're both right, technically, our own style.
100%. And I'm not at all saying people shouldn't do it. Where I started with what I was doing, it doesn't fit with what I'm doing.
Yeah, I got you. Respectful. I
That's
respect
all.
that.
Yeah.
The week before the launch will
Um,
be entirely about marketing. At the point of the referral system has always been that the most vocal supporters will get the most kickback. Well, of course, it's referral system. If nobody uses the referral system, then that supply is simply never minted. Oh, I believe that people who put in the work. I mean, yes and no to this.
I get the idea. I
Yeah,
understand. It's yeah. I mean, there's two sides to every coin.
it
I
is.
understand.
Yes. I agree. Token allocations are lame, but proof of work style incentives, referral system. You share the link. Your referred user burns 20 billion Titanx. Okay. And receives a max possible claim. I don't like that number. 6 million ORX. Your
Why
referral
can't it be 8?
user. What's up?
Why can't it be 8?
I know, right?
Every
Eight,
number
eight,
is
eight,
supposed to
eight,
be
eight,
8.
eight. They
Come
had to
on.
use 6.
Bastard.
Your referral user early claims their ORX and realizes a total realizes a total of 1 million
I can see.
ORX. Oh, I can zoom it in. Duh.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Look at that. This number stood out even bigger. Oh goodness. Your referrer used that
Oh, that
claim.
is a bad number. I now I understand what you're
Yeah,
talking
you
about.
didn't see that? My bad. I
I
apologize.
know. I thought you meant just 6 flat. I didn't realize we're
Oh,
doing that
they're just
number.
doing this number exactly. You as a referrer will get 100,000 ORX minted from their 1 million. Okay. The total mint for the record is now 1.1 because you're getting the 100K. Okay. Got you. That's actually really interesting. I still don't like the 666. They should have done the
Bro,
88888, bro.
I got an order once somewhere. It was like 2 sandwiches and a cheesecake, and they were like $6.66. And I was like, make that 3 cheesecakes. That's not I don't believe that's gonna be the reason, but damn
Bro,
it
I
if it
do the
is, that's
same
I'm
thing.
not doing
Like
it.
whenever I go to the grocery store, like Walmart or something, I do get instances every now and then where it's like 666. I'm just like, you know what? I'll do a
Nope.
donation of 34 cents to somewhere.
And this. Yep. Not happening. That's funny. No, hey, I'm not talking bad at all about their referral system. Definitely, I see the purpose for it. And if someone who has like 3 million followers on Twitter
Yeah.
uses it and they get a
Yep.
ton of people in, then hey, it served its purpose. It I'm not talking bad about it at all. I'm just talking about, for my personal preference, what I'm doing with my own style. I don't want to get paid to talk about anything.
And not only that, but there will be probably one or two, of course, with big following, like big following, that will probably just do one video on it or one tweet about it, and they'll get, I don't know, 100 referrals, right? And they will be the ones that will be dumping the token or, causing negative backlash for the project or something, right?
Yeah. There's pluses, minuses to everything.
Yeah, there's definitely, yeah. But definitely it's going to create more exposure. People are going to want to promote them a lot. So it's pretty much free marketing for them.
I think that's the point of it, and that's what they're going to settle on. And that what everyone's going to have to realize is, whether you agree with it or not, whether you want it there or not, the purpose it's serving is to bring more people into the ecosystem. And if they're doing that out of their token, then that's fine. That's their
I
choice.
agree. Yeah.
You don't like everything else. You don't have to take part in it if you don't like it. Fine.
It's your opinion. You do what you want to with your funds.
But I think the point that I was trying to make, not to beat this like a dead horse, but was that if I ever do streams about Ouroboros, I'm not taking a payment on the side. I'm not taking a thing on that I'm not talking about. Put it this way: if I'm taking a referral, you will definitely see a referral code. I'll throw it. All right. I'll say it that way. I'm not gonna, but that's how you'll know if I'm actually getting paid to talk about something. I'll use a referral code.
There you go.
But I'll still talk about them. They're part of our build on Titanx ecosystem. Yeah, they're on Titanx hub. I'll talk about them for sure. I don't know who runs Ouroboros protocol.
Yeah, I had just seen that one too. I'm not sure.
I know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Eric or Jake are working with the team. I think I heard them say that on stream. I don't know that for sure. I'm trying to rack my brain, but I think they did say that on one of the previous streams. We'll have to verify that with them. But if that's the case, then it is sort of a privately doxed team in the sense of,
for the most
founders
part,
know who they are. So I don't know. I don't know if they're planning on having a team member come out and dox. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind doing a 20-hour live stream with the CEO.
You are such an animal. 20 hours. You see the 12-hour one. Now you're going to up it to 20? Bro.
Got to creep myself slowly. I can't go straight to 24, man. I got to do 12.
You can go from 12 to 12 to 16. Right? You can't go the whole way, but you can go 12 to 20. Man.
Golly.
So, hey, we talked about it briefly, though. How'd you feel about that? How'd you feel like the next day? Were you wiped out? Was it just like, that was a day?
I felt pretty normal. Like, I mean, in the morning, my butt cheeks were still a little sore, but after that, like normal. I mean, I hit the gym. I did a video. I mowed the lawn. It was good. I was good.
You cranked out. Did you even take a pause from your videos?
Whenever Mike Dean took over for like 15 minutes, because I needed to go to the bathroom, and then I took like a 10-minute snack break. Whenever,
no, I mean after.
After?
Like the next day, you just went right back into the routine of making videos.
Oh yeah, I was doing videos, editing. I did a members only video, stuff like that.
How many videos have you done since then? Like
every day.
Yeah, every single. That's what I'm talking about. Like you didn't even you did this massive 12-hour stream. You went to the bathroom and fixed a sandwich on stream. That was your break.
Yeah.
Like that was. You went right back to doing it the very next day.
Yep. Sat my ass right down.
You're an animal, dude. You're a fucking animal.
Yeah, literally. As soon as the Blaze team and Flux and all that came along, I was like, "Wait, give me 5 minutes. I gotta go pee." And I went to go pee, and I came back, and I was good.
You did out yourself saying you had a Vietnam moment where you're having a psychological flashback.
Yeah.
Where am I? How have I gotten to this point? The street. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Well, last time I was on with you before the 12-hour stream was our sort of I think it was the first time we ever streamed together, and you were going on vacation right after that, weren't you?
Yes, I went to Chicago. Yeah, one of my brother-in-laws.
Chicago.
Yeah, one of my brother-in-laws graduated from the Navy. I
Oh,
made it.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Hats off to him.
Yeah, pretty good kid right there, man. He's great. He's just turned 18 and hit the Navy. It's crazy.
Man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so I was there for a week, and I still, even when I was in Chicago, I still had 5 or 6 YouTube videos already prepped for the daily uploads too.
Bro, you just cranked them all out ahead of time and then had them all
Yep,
released on schedule?
yep.
Did you have it automatic or did you have to upload them yourself?
It was
Or I mean,
automatic.
did you have to release them? Nice.
Yeah, I just, of course, had to do manual tweet, promotion and all that stuff.
Animal. So when you're on vacation, did you ever check was your wife being like, hey, get off the phone?
I would
Or did
check
it not
every
matter? You're like,
now and then, especially whenever she was asleep midnight and stuff like that.
she goes in the bathroom, you're like, click, 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 click.
Yep.
You hear the sink and you're like, bang. Yeah.
Right?
So, did you see this on the news earlier? That's wild. Yeah.
Yeah. For the most part, though, I tried my best to stay off of my phone and enjoy the week that I was over there. Pretty good. I tried their what was it? I didn't try their pizzas, the Chicago style pizzas. I didn't get a chance to try them.
Come on.
Nah, I know I should have. I tried their, what the heck was it?
Dave Portnoy is disappointed in you.
Right? Everybody's gonna be unsub. I was trying multiple different there. Whenever I was there, they had the food festival or something like that.
Oh,
The Chicago
that's legit.
Chicago Food Festival, something. They had like, golly, I want to say they had like 100+ food little vendors and stuff like that everywhere. Crazy.
See, now in my head, I did it differently, which sounded better. And then now I'm like realizing what it probably is. So in my head, I was like, oh, it's a festival. You pay to get in the festival, and then there's food at all these. You got to pay at all those different places.
It was a free entrance. You passed the bridge, and they blocked they blocked the whole, like, literally 5 blocks worth of a road or whatever, and it was just
legit.
Food, and like a little piece of pie. Where did that, like, this size was like $13 though.
God, come on, man. That stuff's so commercialized now. They're like, festival, $20 drink. And you're like, what the
Yeah, literally though. I was like, nah, I'm good. That's Titanx money right there. I could be investing in.
Right, seriously. Oh, man.
I'm going to need you to do a 12-hour stream with me, though.
What? Bro. I'm not rolling it out. I'm not rolling it out. There may be large gaps though where I disappear and have to deal with things, but I don't know. It could be possible. We'll see.
We could make it happen eventually. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but eventually.
I have a general rule in life, and I try and stick to the idea of, if you've never done it before, generally, I'm not saying for everything, but generally, if you never tried it before, you don't really have a basis to say no. So I haven't done a 12-hour stream. I mean, it sounds simultaneously awesome and simultaneously horrifying, but I don't know.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I find it. I've always found streaming and stuff like that fun, just because I feel like I'm not that type of awkward person to just stay quiet for like 2 minutes and you don't know what the hell to talk about. It's like constantly just talk. Like on my YouTube videos, if you see a 15-minute video, I'm just talking for 15 straight minutes. It's crazy.
Well, that's what you should do. I'm not watching a 15-minute video to have a bunch of dead space.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Yeah. No, man, you kill it. You've been killing it the whole time. That's why I was so excited to come on with you the very first time. I was like, bro, I've watched this dude's videos before I even was making videos. Like, this is legit.
That's great. I watched you grow up. Oh.
That's fucking funny. I love it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
How
much time you got? We're at we're at like an hour 15. You need to wrap it up soon?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, no
Let's end it
worries.
with a prediction.
Oh,
Top
we're gonna do
reviews.
this again. What are we? Are we doing price prediction again?
Yep,
Because you killed it with your last one.
pretty much did. I don't want to brag or anything, but I pretty much did.
I did. I did. I got it. I nailed it perfectly.
Pretty spot
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. All right. What? Let's go obscure. Let's not pick the main one. What do you want to pick? Let's pick something else.
Like what?
Oh well, I guess I should have had an idea myself before I said something like that.
Yeah, you don't say.
How about Inferno?
Ooh, good choice. 15? It actually dropped under my target. Huh.
See, that's what happens when you're on stream. You miss shit.
Oof, it crossed to bearish on the 4-hour. Ooh.
Well, then get out of the 4-hour. That's how you fix that problem.
Yo, I swear, bro. Just I can't, bro. I can't with you.
Oh man, you got a salesman this shit. You just pull it out of the 4-hour,
Just
bro.
get the fuck out. Okay, there we go. It's daily, bro. We're better. We're good. We're good.
Oh my god.
No fucking way. Oh my god.
All right,
I'm
so
fucking crying.
where
Golly.
where this is a good question.
Okay. We'll
So
start
we
off.
got Flux right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then I know I'll tell you what, I don't know if they have announced officially the titles of things that are launching besides Flux.
Not that I know of.
I think the one that has been mentioned before is going to be on it, but I don't know for sure. I know they said they were going to do it in Inferno on Inferno.
And
I remember
yeah,
I've heard that
it
multiple
was
times.
Inferno, right?
That's what I heard first
Yeah.
because they had an idea they were going with, and then someone was like, you can't have a female bull, right? That's a cow. And they were like,
True.
huh.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
there goes that idea. So yeah, I think they were going to be like Inferno's girlfriend, Inferna, and then they're like, wait, that's just a cow.
Just add boobs on the bull. That's it.
Right? Like that's what they were thinking, and then someone's like, "That's
Just put a
just a
wig on it.
dude."
You're good.
Yeah, that's not that's still a bull, bro. Oh, okay. That's that you can't. I remember there was a political thing once where they were like, "You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig." That's what I was thinking about. You put lipstick on a bull, but it's definitely still a bull.
Bacon's still gonna taste hella good though.
Bacon tastes good, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, I need to make some bacon and eggs for breakfast. I haven't
Sounds so
had
good.
that in like
Oh yeah.
forever. Okay, so Inferno price prediction. We're at 5 zeros and a 1-6 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Want me to help you out?
Sure. Let's see a little technical analysis. Help me out.
All right. So the 1334 did cross bearish on here on the 4-hour. So it broke down, obviously. So candlesticks are below the 1334. So it's a hyper bearish. I feel like I was the one that started this whole hyper bearish and hyper bullish stuff. But it's hyper bearish right now. It's not looking good, but a zone in which I'm already eyeing right now is already right here. 1364. Worst case scenario for Inferno. I'm over here saying Inferno. Inferno would be this little, I wouldn't even consider it there, but worst case scenario, 1190. The RSI is already flattening out, about to be on the oversold territory. We have about 3 ticks or so. Maybe, is that a 38 or 33? I think it's a 33. We have about 3 or 4 ticks away from it being oversold, so we are due for a bounce shortly. Now, in this range, here's another resistance right here, but obviously you see this candle, we broke down it. So this little channel right here is an obvious indicator of some sort of price action of a support and resistance. I'm gonna stick with it and say 1369 is what I think is going to be the lowest and bounce. 5 zeros and a 1369. That's my target.
Okay. Well, you're the TA, man. I'm not gonna go against you on that. That sounds fine to me. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it all depends on how long the extraction on Titanx keeps going on. Or not, I'm saying that poorly. On how long the profit taking is going right now. If it's just a handful of people and they're exiting mostly, then we should definitely bounce. But with everything being paired with Titanx, if there's still a decent mass exodus out of Titanx for the next couple of days or week, then we could blow through that mark that you just made. But that channel looks pretty good. I would assume as long as we can get some strength back in the Titanx chart, then we'd bounce fairly nicely off that Inferno drop.
Oh yeah, 1369. That's my target. If it hits even 14 ish. Well, this is the wicks though. The 1369 is the wicks. The body is telling me 1391. I'll say 14. I'll put a position in on 14. Because I sold at 27 at 5 zeros and 27. I sold at 27. Took off 25%. I might use a little bit of them funds and get myself right back in at a lot lower average. Hmm. But that's what I'm gonna be doing.
I just flipped over to my Dragon X chart and we bounced a little bit off of where I had it.
Ooh, a Dragon X. I want to see Dragon
Just a little
X.
tiny, got a little double squiggle
small.
coming. Got a little W printing off of the last dip here on Dragon X.
Let's check it out. Bro, I honestly think this can take out another zero, yo. I drew this random ass line on the 1st of September, and it was almost playing out perfectly. That's crazy. It actually kind of did play perfectly, just a little earlier. It played out about a week and a half earlier than what my random ass line was doing. That's funny. I'm gonna just leave it there, see what happens.
See, even for on a dip day, I mean, I feel like our ecosystem and our community is still small enough that on days when you have like a kind of a decent dip, which, again, 20% or 30% in a day, that's fucking crypto. It's not even a big deal.
Yep.
But on a day like that, when we've been printing practically green candles almost every day for like the last couple of weeks, couple of months, when you do have a day like this, the fact that there's still 500,000 in volume on a 24-hour period on Dragon X Titanx pair, that's pretty healthy.
Yep.
That's pretty healthy. There's
Very
a lot
healthy.
of people in here still. Like what? I don't even have Titanx. What's the Titanx volume right now? Titanx ETH volume is 685,000.
Pretty
Even
solid.
with the dip, even with the dip for the last couple days. That's solid.
What I have been seeing is Titanx has done multiple instances already where it's down -15 to -25% in one day, and the next day, give or take 2 days, it's up 30%. It's done that
Retracement
like
every time.
5 or 6 times already.
I mean, you pull it back, and the dips are almost perfectly hitting the yeah, that line of support and bouncing off of it every time.
Yep.
It's almost a perfect diagonal straight line still going up on that support line. Like that looks good. Like you zoom out to the point where you can see 280, and every dip is like perfectly in line with the escalator. Like we're still going to the moon, even with that dip. We got this almost perfect, even beyond a 45-degree angle.
What size spacesuit did you order? Small?
Nah, bro. I have artifacts I'm gonna be bringing with me from the moon. So I got
Must
an
be
extra
nice.
large, bro. I got lots of pockets.
XL? Damn, that shit gonna be saggy.
Yeah, man. I got some treasure, bro. No, man, it's gonna be all bulked up.
You're right. You're gonna stuff it up
I'm gonna have like combat webbing on. Got moon rock here, moon rock there.
with the hat on there. Just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you got it made.
I'm gonna my spacesuit's gonna be like a fucking NASCAR uniform where it's got like all the sponsors, but they're all like Titanx Blaze, Inferno, Dragon X.
That on the butt cheeks. Imagine
Each cheek's got a dragon on it.
Just biting each other into the crack.
I'm waiting for the first Titanx system tattoo. It's coming. You know someone's gonna make so much money. They're getting a fucking Titanx tattoo or Dragon X tattoo.
Yep.
Let's fucking go. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right. So how about this? Let's do a little slightly different on the prediction. How long? We'll go back to Titanx because I like that line you drew right there. How long before Titanx gets to 5 zeros? Which we touched 6 zeros and an 8 3.
It was
just
eight,
a couple,
just
about a
1.
8841.
And
Damn.
I was saying we were gonna go to 8881. Crazy. Damn.
Nice job. Well, then come on, man. Set us up. When we go into 5 zeros?
5 zeros?
If you build it, they will come. Let's go. Say it.
I don't think we'll see 5 zeros till at least mid-October. Right here. Oh, my bad. I'm not showing this.
The way this guy said that, if you're in any way not paying attention, you're like, what? How long ago was that? 2 weeks. Okay. 2 weeks, mid-October.
I'm gonna say mid-October.
You're like, I don't know. It's gonna be all the way in 14 days.
Yeah, right? For real.
But how long is that in this crypto world? That's so funny.
Exactly. Let's see. It took Titanx from mid-February to bottom out. February, March, April. It took 3 months.
Oh, excuse me.
To go for it, lose a 0 all the way down to the bottom. July, that's 3 months, but it took about April, May, June, July, August, September. But it took 5 months for us to barely recover. Yeah. I want to say,
I still don't even count. Yeah, I don't count the recovery even starting until after 281. Because there was that bounce before 281 in mid-July where it got up a little higher, but we just retraced it all the way back down. 281 hits, and then from there, boom. Because every pop you had from, say, mid-April until 281 was erased. So that's all just
makes sense.
That sort of I don't know what there's a word I call that. I'm blanking right now. I see. How do you do 12 hours? I'm doing this an hour and a half with you, and I'm like, I can't. I'm
You're
already
already
losing
struggling.
words.
It's a 15-minute stream for me.
I know, right? You're like, I just started. Animal, you are going to do a 24-hour stream, aren't you?
I was actually thinking about that last night.
It's just the early days. He's thinking about it right now. He's gonna start throwing out feelers in a couple weeks. He's like, hey, if I, just if I don't think I'm gonna do it, but if I did a 24-hour stream, would you be interested? And then as that number gets higher and higher, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna do it.
Right. You know me so well. Oh, look at you.
I know what daddy's gonna do.
Right?
Oh Lordy. This is gonna be awesome, man. I like days like this is like the day where I get to breathe again. Because when we're moving up and everything's going great, I'm just like, oh Lord, is this really happening? Is this happening? Is this that? Give me a day to just breathe. Give me a day to breathe. This is fine. We're okay.
We'll be fine. No worries.
We got lots of stuff coming out.
We're good.
No stress at all. No stress at all. Every dip I see since the beginning of August got almost instantly wiped out.
Yep.
Yeah, we're fine.
We'll be perfectly fine.
And I will say this. Take your profits, make your strategies, do whatever you want to do. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But I would be hesitant to be leaving a higher volume, low liquidity, low market cap system to get into a higher liquidity system. It's not going to take much to move this system compared to other systems.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have 100 million in liquidity, locked in this system. So, I mean, by all means, go and try and capture the next great green candle you think is coming. But if it's in a system with a lot of liquidity, it's going to take even more to push it up. And most of our system does not take a lot to push it up. Revo says he's here for the moonshot. Let's fucking go.
He said he wants to bust. Bust what?
Moonshot or bust.
Moonshot. Yeah.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Right.
All right. So did you do that during the stream where people would just say shit and in your mind you'd go off on a tangent? You'd be like, oh, zone back into where I am.
Sure. Sure.
I have such a hard time hearing a combination of words and then twisting it in a different way in my head and then just not busting out laughing because I'm a child.
Yeah.
And I made a dirty statement in my head. Or I turned something into a your mama joke. Yeah. All the time, bro.
Oh, it's always the mama jokes.
God. I worked in a restaurant, man. And if you worked in a restaurant, your life is your mama jokes. You will never get away from it.
Yeah, no matter how old you are or anything, it's always going to be your mama joke.
You're like, I haven't worked in that restaurant for 10 years. You still, every statement you hear, you can turn it into a your mama joke. This muffin is dry. Yeah, I'm not. You're just going to rain it. Everything can be turned into a your mama joke. You don't even know.
Yo. All right, let's go ahead and call it, my guy.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for stopping on by. We'll have to do this again, though, for sure.
Like a semi-regular, ecosystem review and update from the two yahoos on each coast.
Two of the most sexy motherfuckers out here.
Hey, we got beards, and if you don't know, beards are in this ecosystem.
Beards and hats, you know it.
Beards and hats, I like that hat. You got a good hat. I'm gonna shame you though. You need to get a Marco the Hex.
I need to. I've already contacted him and everything, and he's just like, "I got you," and that's it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I got lots of people in my free time when I get around to it. But if you pay me, going in the mail tomorrow.
Got you.
I'm just saying.
I got you.
He'll get you. But if you pay him, Express next day. Let's get this shit.
Express hit. All right. Thank you so much, chat. Thank you all for being here. We hit what, 55 people, I think, something like that. 60 people. Not bad. Hey, we'll take
Not
it.
bad
Look
in
at
the
that.
middle of the day.
Yeah,
Bro,
for
it's
real.
2:30
Especially
where
with
I
time
am.
zone changes. That's amazing, man. But we appreciate every single one of you guys here. Mo, you got anything else to say?
No, man. I appreciate you. You're the man. You're an absolute gem to the system. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and keep it up, brother.
Appreciate it. Will do. You too, man. Later, guys.